Marcus's legs buckled when his wife entered with 8 women he'd promised to marry. 300 guests shot to their feet. Marcus's champagne glass exploded against the marble. He grabbed the altar to stay upright. Scarlet stopped 3 feet from him. 8 women in gold dresses flanked her like a firing squad. She didn't blink, didn't speak, just pressed a remote. The screen behind Marcus lit up. Naked photos, bank transfers, voice recordings. No, Marcus bolted for the exit. Security slammed the doors. The sound echoed like a cell door closing. Scarlet raised the microphone to her lips. Everyone, meet your husband's other families. The first woman stepped forward, locked eyes with Marcus, and said 5 words that made him collapse. I'm pregnant with your twins. Subscribe right now because what these women uncovered will haunt you. This man's secrets go deeper than cheating, and the final twist. It'll make you question everything. Don't miss it. 3 months earlier, Scarlett's phone vibrated during the Mensakwarshi wedding reception at Labadie Beach Hotel. The bouquet toss was 30 seconds away. Bride's cousin and maid of honor were positioning themselves for the catch. The message was from Vivian. I'm so sorry. Check the photographer's unedited folder. Photo number 247. Scarlett's fingers trembled as she opened the cloud link between directing the DJ and coordinating the next toast. She scrolled to photo 247. Marcus, her husband, tongue down another woman's throat, his wedding ring, the one she'd placed on his finger 7 years ago, glinting in the afternoon sun. Ocean spray behind them. The timestamp made her stomach drop. 2 hours ago. Same hotel, different event space. Her clipboard clattered to the marble floor. Scarlet, the bride rushed over in her massive white gown. Are you okay? You look pale. Scarlet forced her professional smile, the one that had built her reputation as Accra's most reliable wedding planner. Just low blood sugar. I'm fine, sweetie. Let's get you ready for that bouquet toss. She finished the wedding on autopilot, smiled, coordinated, laughed at the groom's uncle's terrible jokes, ensured every moment was perfect for the couple who still believed in forever. Inside, she was dying. The drive home to their East Legon mansion felt like drowning. Every red light was torture, every memory a knife. Their first date at Republic Bar, their own wedding at Perez Chapel, the way Marcus used to wake her with kisses and terrible attempts at singing love songs. Had any of it been real? She found him in the kitchen, apron on, stirring jollof rice and humming "What a Mighty God We Serve." Their song, the one that played when he proposed. Baby, he grinned and kissed her forehead, those same lips that had kissed that woman. How was the wedding? Did the bride cry when she saw the floral arrangements? You always make them cry happy tears. Scarlett's throat closed. She managed a weak smile. It was beautiful. I'm exhausted, though, going to take a bath. She locked the bathroom door and vomited. Then she slid down the cool tile wall and let herself break just for 5 minutes. 5 minutes to be human, to hurt, to shatter. Then she pulled herself together, splashed cold water on her face, and made a decision. That night, while Marcus snored beside her, Scarlett took his phone from the nightstand. His password was still their anniversary. She wanted to laugh at the irony. 8 contacts saved as client with different numbers. She opened WhatsApp. Client 2, I miss you already. When can we go to Bali like you promised? Marcus, soon, baby, soon. Just need to close this final deal. Client 5, my parents keep asking when they'll meet you. I told them you're finalizing your divorce. Marcus, 2 more months, Grace, I promise. Then it's just us. Client 7, sent you those documents from the office safe. Please be careful with them. If anyone finds out I gave you access. Marcus, you're my queen, Josephine. I'd never put you at risk. Scarlett scrolled for 20 minutes. Promises of marriage, declarations of love, explicit photos, hotel receipts from the past year, dozens of them. Then she found a message that made her blood freeze. Marcus to client 3. After the final transfer next month, we're done with Accra. She'll wake up to an empty house and empty accounts. Bali is waiting, baby. New life, new names, no looking back. Her hands shook so hard she almost dropped the phone. This wasn't just infidelity. He was planning to rob her, abandon her, destroy everything they'd built together. Scarlett looked at her sleeping husband. 7 years. 7 years of her life given to a man who was planning to erase her like she'd never existed. She slipped out of bed, went to her home office, and Googled Best Private Investigator Accra, Ghana. 48 hours later, Scarlett sat across from Quame at a Spintex cafe, hands wrapped around a coffee she couldn't drink. Quame slid a thick folder across the table. "Mrs. Owusu, you might want to brace yourself. Just tell me." 8 women, I've confirmed 8 active relationships. He opened the folder, photos spilled out. Patience Asair, banker at Ecobank, Grace Mensah, boutique owner in Asu, Josephine Darko, his secretary, you know her. Naomi Boateng, caterer. Eunice Lardy, flight attendant with Africa World Airlines. Abina Afori, gospel singer at your church. Philomena Akwa, real estate agent. Comfort Tede, hairstylist. Scarlett's vision blurred. She knew some of these women, had smiled at them, had hired Naomi for corporate events. But here's where it gets worse. Quame pulled out bank statements. Your husband isn't just cheating. He's been running an elaborate Ponzi scheme. He used each woman's professional credentials and access to build legitimacy for a fake import-export business. Marcus Owusu Ventures, luxury goods from Dubai. Sound familiar? He told me it was doing well, that we'd retire early. Scarlett's voice broke. It doesn't exist. There are no goods, no warehouse, no Dubai suppliers. What does exist is 63 families who have invested a combined 2.4 million cedis based on falsified documents, fake shipping manifests, and testimonials from satisfied clients, who are actually these 8 women, most of whom don't even know they've been listed as references. Quame turned to the victim section. Elderly faces, young couples, families. This woman here. He pointed to a photo of a grandmother in her 60s. Madame Ama Boateng. She invested her entire pension, 80,000 cedis. When the shipment didn't arrive and she asked for a refund, Marcus told her the goods were seized at customs and she'd lost everything. She tried to kill herself 3 weeks ago. She's in psychiatric care at Ridge Hospital. Scarlett couldn't breathe. That's Naomi's aunt, Naomi the caterer. The same Naomi your husband is sleeping with. He used their family connection to gain her trust, then destroyed her aunt while keeping Naomi in the dark. Scarlett stared at the photos of women whose lives Marcus had devastated. Children who'd lose their school fees, families who'd lose their homes. The crying stopped. Something cold and sharp crystallized in her chest. How fast can you get me contact information for all 8 women? Quame raised an eyebrow. What are you planning? To burn his world down, but I'll need help. Within 3 days, Scarlett had created a fake Instagram account. Sister Talk Ghana, Empowerment and Truth. She posted content about recognizing financial abuse, spotting cheating patterns, reclaiming your power. She used Marcus's credit card to run sponsored ads targeting women in specific age ranges and locations, the 8 women's profiles. All 8 followed within 72 hours. Then Scarlett went direct. To Patience, did he tell you his mother needs surgery money too, or was that just for me? To Grace, how many times has his Dubai business trip been delayed? I'm guessing at least 4. To Josephine, does he have that birthmark shaped like Ghana on his left thigh, the one he says is from a childhood accident? The responses came fast. Patience, who is this? How do you know about the surgery? Grace, are you following me? This is harassment. Josephine, oh God, there are others, aren't there? Scarlett scheduled a meeting. Tang Palace Hotel, private room, Saturday afternoon. 8 women arrived separately, each looking confused and suspicious. They entered the room and stopped dead. They were all wearing burgundy, Marcus's favorite color. The color he'd told each one was special and just for you. Recognition hit like a slap. Grace's eyes widened. Patience grabbed the doorframe. Comfort actually laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. "What the hell is this?" Eunice backed toward the exit. "Wait," Naomi's voice shook. He's with all of you." "That bastard," Grace lunged toward Josephine. "You see him every single day, you knew about us." "I didn't," Josephine stumbled back. "He told me you all were just clients. He said I was the only one." "Liar," Philomena threw her purse across the room. "I helped him look for houses. For our future, you were probably laughing at me." The room erupted, screaming, accusations, years of lies unraveling in seconds. Patience collapsed into a chair, hands over her face. "I'm such a fool, such a stupid, stupid fool." The door opened. Scarlett walked in wearing a simple black dress. No jewelry except her wedding ring, the one she'd wear for just a little longer. The room went silent. "My name is Scarlett Owusu," she said quietly. "I'm Marcus's wife. We've been married for 7 years." The explosion was immediate. "You had him legally," Patience shot to her feet. "You had the ring, the house, the legitimacy. What more did you want?" "He said you were dead," Grace's voice cracked. "He said you died in a car accident 2 years ago. He told me you were abusive." Abina's gospel singer voice trembled. "That he was saving money to escape you safely." "And you believed him." Scarlett's voice was ice. "We all did. That's what he does. He finds good women and turns us into weapons against each other." She threw the folder onto the table. Photos, documents, bank statements scattered across the surface. "While he was sleeping with all of us, he was stealing from 63 families. That fake Dubai business, it's a Ponzi scheme. He used your names, your jobs, your access to make it look legitimate. And these people," she spread out victim photos, "lost everything." Naomi picked up one photo. Her face went white as paper. This is Auntie Amma, my father's sister. She lost her pension last month. She tried to. Tears streamed down her face. "Oh my God, he used me to get to her." The women stared at the evidence in horrified silence. The door opened again. A man in plainclothes entered, Inspector Ajay from CID Financial Crimes Unit. "Ladies," he nodded respectfully, "I'm sorry you're all involved in this. We've been investigating Marcus Owusu for 5 months. He's good, very good at covering his tracks. But we believe with your help, we can not only prove the fraud but recover most of the stolen money before he disappears." "Disappears?" Comfort whispered. Scarlett pulled out her phone, played a recording. Marcus's voice. "After the final transfer next month, we're done with Accra. She'll wake up to an empty house and empty accounts. Bali is waiting, baby. New life, new names, no looking back." "He sent that to Eunice," Scarlett said. "But I'm guessing he's promised at least 3 of you the same Bali escape plan." Eunice nodded slowly, face stricken. Grace and Philomena raised their hands too. "So what do we do?" Patience's voice was hard now, sharp. "How do we stop him?" Scarlett smiled, not a happy smile, a predator's smile. "Want to see how 9 women took down Ghana's most dangerous con man? Drop a comment and let me know what you do in their position." "We give him exactly what he wants," Scarlett said. "A celebration, a public display of his perfect life. And then we destroy him in front of everyone who ever believed his lies." 2 weeks later, Marcus came home with roses, and that boyish grin Scarlett used to love. "Baby, I've been thinking." He got down on one knee in their living room. "Let's renew our vows, big celebration. Move-and-pick Ambassador Hotel. Show all of Accra how blessed I am to have you." Scarlett knew exactly why he wanted the publicity. His final con, the biggest shipment, launching that week. He needed the optics of a stable, loving marriage to close the deal with his last batch of investors. She smiled and said yes, kissed him, tasted lies on his lips. Behind the scenes, the 9 women became a covert operation. Each woman met Marcus while wearing a wire provided by Inspector Ajay. The recordings were devastating. "Show me those export licenses again," Josephine said during a late night at the office. Marcus pulled them from his safe, explaining how he'd forged the customs stamps, all captured on audio. Patience accidentally left her banking laptop open during one of their hotel meetings. Marcus couldn't resist checking his account transfers, discussing his layered money laundering scheme out loud, a habit from years of operating unchecked. Philomena took Marcus to view investment properties that turned out to be vacant lots he digitally edited to look like warehouse facilities. She recorded him explaining the Photoshop techniques. Eunice got the jackpot. On a flight to Kumasi, Marcus drank too much and detailed the entire Bali escape plan: 9 one-way tickets under different booking names, offshore accounts in the Seychelles, fake passports. The flight recorder captured every word. But Scarlett's resolve wavered. One Sunday after church, Marcus brought her mother flowers, helped her father fix his car, played with their nephew, and looked at Scarlett with such apparent love that she almost broke. "Maybe I should just leave," she told Vivian that night. "Take half and disappear. Let karma handle him." "Scarlett," Vivian gripped her shoulders. "That elderly woman in the hospital, Naomi's aunt. She woke up yesterday and asked if she died and gone to hell because the pain was so strong. And Marcus, he's about to con 40 more families. If you walk away, you're just the next name on his victim list." The next morning, Scarlett attended a prayer service at Ridge Hospital. She saw Madame Amma Boateng in the psychiatric ward, staring at nothing, broken by the man Scarlett had slept beside for 7 years. Her mercy died in that moment. But 3 days before the vow renewal, Marcus grew suspicious. "You're different," he said, watching her over dinner. "Happier are you, seeing someone?" Scarlett's blood went cold. She forced a laugh. "Seeing someone? Marcus, I'm planning our vow renewal. I'm happy because I love you." "Let me see your phone." "What?" "Your phone, let me see it." She handed it over, heart hammering. He'd find nothing. She'd been using a burner, but he scrolled through everything. Messages, photos, call logs. "You never lock it anymore," he said slowly. "Because I have nothing to hide." She met his eyes. "Do you?" The challenge hung between them. Marcus smiled, handed back the phone. "Of course not, baby. I'm just stressed with work. Forgive me." That night, Scarlett got an alert. 200,000 Sadies withdrawn from their joint account. He was emptying everything. She called Inspector Ajay. "We move on Saturday. If we wait any longer, we lose everything." "Are you sure? Once we do this, there's no going back." Scarlett thought of Madame Amma, of the families about to be destroyed, of the 8 women Marcus had weaponized against each other. "I've never been more sure of anything in my life." What Marcus planned for his vow renewal would shock you, but what Scarlett prepared would break the internet. Saturday morning, Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Atlantic Ocean glittering beyond floor-to-ceiling windows. Marcus arrived early, micromanaging every detail: the ice sculpture, the floral arrangements, the positioning of cameras. He wanted this perfect for the social media announcement that would seal his legitimacy with investors. In a locked suite on the 3rd floor, 8 women changed into identical gold dresses. "I can't believe we're doing this," Grace whispered. "He destroyed my aunt." Naomi's voice was steel. "I can believe anything now." Patience adjusted her dress over her small baby bump. The ultrasound photo was in her clutch. Twins. Marcus's twins, and the HIV diagnosis that came 3 days after. Abina removed her gospel singer's cross necklace, replaced it with her CID badge. 4 months undercover. 4 months of pretending to love a monster. Today it ended. Inspector Ajay addressed them. 12 officers are positioned throughout the venue. Once Scarlet gives the signal, all exits lock. No one leaves until we're done. What if he fights? Comfort asked. He won't get the chance. Ajay's jaw tightened. That man has evaded justice for too long. Today, Ghana watches him fall. 300 guests filled the ballroom. Society's elite, church members, business partners, all dressed in their finest, champagne flowing, believing they were witnessing a love story. Marcus stood at the altar in a white tuxedo, grinning like he'd already won. The music shifted, doors opened. Scarlet entered, but she wasn't alone. 8 women in gold dresses walked behind her in perfect formation. Marcus's smile froze, confusion, then recognition, then pure, absolute terror. His champagne glass slipped from his hand, exploded against marble. Guests rose to their feet murmuring, phones came out. Scarlet stopped 3 feet from him. 8 women flanked her. She didn't speak, just raised a remote and pressed the button. The massive screen behind Marcus lit up. 8 faces appeared in split screen. My name is Patience. Marcus proposed to me 6 months ago. My name is Grace. Marcus gave me a key to his apartment. My name is Josephine. I'm his secretary. He told me I was the only one. One by one, the testimonies played. 8 women, 8 promises, 8 lies. Then Marcus's voice recordings. She's so stupid, she suspects nothing. These women believe anything. They're just tools, use them and lose them. After I take the money, they'll all look like fools, especially my wife. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Someone screamed. Phones recorded everything. Marcus's legs gave out. No, they're lying, baby, please. I have something else to show you. Scarlet's voice cut through the chaos like a blade. The screen changed. Bank statements, forged documents, names and faces of 63 families. The money trail showing 2.4 million cedis stolen. While you were planning our vow renewal, Scarlet said, I was planning your funeral. The funeral of the man I thought I married. Turns out he never existed. Marcus tried to run. Hotel security slammed doors shut. The boom echoed like thunder. He spun back, trapped, chest heaving. Patience stepped forward. She pulled the ultrasound photo from her clutch, held it up. I'm pregnant, Marcus, twins. They're yours. The crowd exploded in shocked murmurs. And 3 days ago, Patience continued, voice shaking but strong, I tested positive for HIV. The doctor confirmed I got it from you. So congratulations, you're going to be a father and a murderer. Marcus collapsed to his knees, sobbing, please, please, I'll fix this. I'll pay it back. I love you, Scarlet, I love you. Abina stepped forward. She reached up and removed her wig. Short, natural hair, CID badge glinting on her chest. Detective Abina Osai, CID Financial Crimes Unit. Her voice was cold. Marcus Usu, you're under arrest for fraud, theft, forgery, identity theft, money laundering, and reckless endangerment. The room erupted. Marcus lunged at Scarlet's legs. Please, baby, they tricked me. The women seduced me, I was weak. Comfort pulled out her phone, played a recording. Marcus's voice. These stupid women believe anything. They're pathetic. I'm playing chess while they're playing checkers. After Bali, I'll find 8 new ones. There's always another fool. Silence, then rage. Guests shouted, someone threw a glass. Scarlet removed her wedding ring, dropped it on Marcus's chest. I planned 200 weddings. Today I planned your funeral. She turned to the 8 women. They linked arms. As one they walked out. The crowd parted like the Red Sea. Behind them, Marcus screamed Scarlet's name as handcuffs clicked shut. The video went viral in 40 minutes. By evening, every news outlet in Ghana covered the story. By Monday, BBC Africa ran a feature. The 9 women who took down Ghana's Romeo con man. Hit subscribe because this story isn't over. The final twist will leave you speechless. 4 months later, Judge Mensah delivered the verdict. Marcus Wusu, this court finds you guilty on all counts. You are hereby sentenced to 18 years at Nsawam Medium Security Prison. You will pay full restitution of 2.4 million cedis to your victims. All assets are seized and will be liquidated for victim compensation. Marcus wept. His lawyer filed appeals that went nowhere. 63 families received 80% of their money back. Madame Ama Boteng was released from psychiatric care. She attended the 9 Lives Ghana launch ceremony, hugged Scarlett and whispered, "You gave me my life back." 9 Lives Ghana, the organization born from ashes. Scarlett, Vivian, Patience, Grace, Josephine, Naomi, Eunice, Abina, Philomena, and Comfort. 9 women who turned betrayal into purpose. They opened offices in Asu, hired 15 staff members, created programs to help women identify financial abuse, coercive control, fraud patterns. Within 3 months, they'd helped 127 women escape dangerous situations. TED Talks, government consultations, international media features. But the real healing happened every Sunday when the 9 women met for dinner, a family forged in fire. Patience gave birth to twin girls, Faith and Justice. The HIV treatment was working. She was going to be okay. Grace's boutique became Accra's hottest ethical fashion destination. Josephine started her own administrative consulting firm. And Scarlett, she never planned another wedding. She found something better, preventing the funerals of women's dreams. 1 year after the viral takedown, 9 Lives Ghana held its anniversary celebration at Kempinski Hotel. Success stories shared, tears and laughter. The 9 women on stage, accepting an award from the Minister of Gender and Social Protection. Scarlett gave the closing speech. "We turned our pain into power, we turned our betrayal into purpose, and we turned our tears into triumph. Marcus tried to destroy us. Instead, he created something he'll never understand, true sisterhood." Standing ovation, camera flashes, hope in the room like sunlight. Afterward, as guests mingled, a woman in an expensive suit approached. "Excuse me, Mrs. Osu." Scarlett turned. "It's just Scarlett now." "My name is Evelyn Mensah." The woman's hands trembled. "I was Marcus's first wife." Everything stopped. "His what?" 12 years ago. He did this exact thing to me. 8 women, same scheme. He stole 900,000 cedis and disappeared. Changed his name from Marcus Mensah to Marcus Wusu. Started over in a new city. I tried to warn police but had no evidence, no proof. He was a ghost. Evelyn pulled out a folder. "I've been following your story, what you did. It gave me hope, but there's something you need to know." She opened the folder. Photos spilled out. 5 women, bank statements, prison phone records. Marcus is running the same con from prison. Contraband smartphone. He's got 5 new women in Kumasi. His brother Emmanuel is the outside man, playing the concerned family member role while Marcus plays the reformed man seeking redemption. They're 2 weeks away from transferring 1.6 million cedis offshore. Scarlett's hands shook as she looked through the evidence. 5 more victims, 5 more women about to be destroyed. She looked across the room. Vivian saw her face and walked over, then Patience, Grace, Josephine, all 8 women surrounding her. "What's wrong?" Vivian asked. Scarlett showed them the folder. Abina's jaw clenched. "That bastard, even from prison." "How much time do we have?" Naomi asked Evelyn. 2 weeks, maybe less." Patience looked at her daughters sleeping in their stroller nearby. Faith and Justice, named for exactly this moment. "Then we'd better get to work," she said. Scarlett looked at her sisters because that's what they were now. Not victims, not survivors, warriors. "Kumasi," she said softly. "We're going to Kumasi." Vivian smiled. "When do we leave?" "Tomorrow. Emmanuel has no idea what's coming. The 9 women stood together as the celebration continued around them, but they were already planning, already hunting. Because Marcus Usu made one fatal mistake. He thought breaking 9 women would destroy them. Instead, he forged them into something unstoppable. Part 2 drops soon. Marcus's brother has no idea what's coming for him. Subscribe and turn on notifications because this story is far from over. Comment 9 lives if these women inspired you. And if you know someone who needs to hear this story, share it. You might just save a life.